It's 2 o'clock and the summit's up there, but if you don't leave base camp, you'll never get to the top.
K2 has been a boyhood dream.
Why do people do extreme sports? It's to test themselves. It's a sense of achievement. It's a sense of overcoming the elements. It's a sense of overcoming one of the most awe-inspiring things in the world.
Ma fascination du K2, du K2, déjà parce que c'est une montagne qui a un look déjà incroyable.
Der K2, oder wenn du den Berg mal gesehen hast, das ist wie ein Magnet. Wenn du Bergsteigerherz hast, dann musst du gehen, ganz klar.
It's an unbelievably spiritual place to be.
I love big expeditions. I love great challenges. To travel with a car from your front door in Switzerland all the way to Pakistan, crossing 13 countries. I like the challenge of the expedition, and I like to overcome this challenge.
Das ist crazy, was wir da machen, ja.
I was never really interested in Everest because everybody seemed to always want to go to the highest. I wanted to go to the most difficult place. You don't have to be someone to do something. You have to just be yourself.
Pourquoi je quitte ma zone de confort, mon petit nid douillet, ma famille, ça en Suisse pour venir ici me geler les coucougnettes? C'est simplement parce que le K2 il est là. Hein.
We kind of become these creatures of comfort at home. But to step out of that comfort zone can only help you in life. This is maybe not a place that everybody wants to spend a lot of time because it's rock, it's ice, it's wind, it's snow, it's rain. And as soon as you leave the comfort zone of aeroplanes, cars, and you have to put on your walking shoes, then there's complications. It's not only difficult terrain with rocks and boulders that you have to pass. It's psychologically difficult for people as well. And if you really want to climb K2, you have to start with just getting there. The choice of driving to Pakistan by car never really entered my mind before. It was always get in the plane, fly to Pakistan as quickly as possible, get to K2 and climb. And then what? So what I thought was, how can you make this climb even more interesting? How can you add an unknown factor to it? How can you learn more from just coming here? And that's when the idea of driving to K2 just came into my mind.
Usually when you fly over the countries, you don't really experience the countries. And traveling is about meeting people. And the more people you meet, the better you understand the country you're actually going through.
You can't drink it. It's the process is too long. The best day of my life. Switzerland, Germany, Poland, Lithuania and Latvia, the 5th country in 2 days.
We just crossed the border from Latvia into Russia.
Sometimes if you have to wait and you don't see the importance of waiting, then you can get frustrated.
He wanted to take my license away, but Dima spoke to him and said I walked around Russia, and he said, okay, then give me a souvenir.
Now we can go again.
The police stopped us again. In less than 2 kilometers, we were stopped twice. The first one, we negotiated. This one, I didn't speak one word of Russian.
По-русски читать можете?
Huh? No.
Не можете читать по-русски?
No. Francais. English.
This is going to take a long time. We stopped now for the 3rd time in a very short
We need a lot of souvenirs.
Ребята, удачи вам в дороге! Привет!
My 2 daughters, Annika and Jessica, could join part of the trip simply because I would like to share what I experience as an explorer with the people that surrounds me.
I know about your trip, it's wonderful. But it's very, very difficult.
The Russians seems to be cold when you see them the first time, but actually when you get to know them, they're extremely warm, they're extremely giving, and they will give you everything and more than what they can afford or have.
My daughter, Jessica. My other daughter, Annika. Sergey, yo, my yo.
We've kept going non-stop. It was day after day. To cover over 11,000 kilometers in about 10.5 days of driving sets the pace. It is comfortable. We had the shower, our first shower at base camp of K2. Every 10 days we have a shower. And now we're waiting for the mountain to get rid of the snow.
Alors non, quand on est arrivé au camp de base, on s'est aperçu qu'il avait fait hyper mauvais. Il avait neigé. Les 2-3 premiers jours du camp de base, il a même neigé autour de la tente. Tu te levais le matin, il y avait ça de neige. Hein. On voyait plus les cailloux ici, c'est tout blanc. Et là, tu dis, bon, maintenant, ça commence à nous à te poser des doutes parce que tu dis, j'espère que le beau temps va venir. Est-ce qu'un jour viendra le beau temps? On dit toujours qu'après le mauvais temps vient le beau temps, mais s'il continue à neiger, ça va de nouveau... Tout notre expé va te repousser en arrière, tu vois. Et là, quand il neige, ma foi, comme je te disais, la règle d'or, c'est la patience, hein, puis ça attend.
Now patience becomes the biggest enemy.
Voilà, ich mache jetzt Jesse.
Oh, 4. Yes! Yazi.
12. Past 12.
The weather's not great, but we're slowly but surely acclimatizing.
Yes.
And that's all we need to do at this stage. We don't need great weather.
Akklimatisieren, glaube ich, haben gesehen, das braucht es. Das ist einfach die Zeit, was es braucht, oder auch für den Mensch, für Fred, mich. Wir müssen uns gut akklimatisieren. Ja.
Avec la neige, il y a le danger d'avalanche qui augmente. Et on a vu direct les 2 premiers jours de beau, il y a eu des énormes avalanches qui sont descendues. Un jour, je crois qu'il y en a eu 4 ou 5 dans la journée. Look, the avalanche, both sides of the ridge, they're going down the avalanche. Big one, a powder avalanche. You see? They're crossing all the tracks down. Today is the 3rd avalanche.
What happens if you're in there?
You die. One avalanche like this, you can put a building, they will break it. You can imagine the power. Because it's coming maybe from 2,000 meters high. They can have the speed at maybe more than 200 kilometers, and they arrive down there, there's massive power. If I want to cross the valley from there to there, maybe 45 minutes, 1 hour. And the avalanche is 10 seconds. Et ça fait tout ça que, justement, tu dois être patient, tu dois attendre que la montagne se prête à toi pour, comme si elle se donnait à toi, si tu veux. Au moment, tu te dis, bon, ok, maintenant Fred, tu peux y aller grimper.
We're in Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan is exactly how you can imagine it to be. Flat, small little towns and villages. Certain parts of the road were completely destroyed.
I'm in Kazakhstan and driving through the fields and dust with my New Zealand driving license. I'm not sure if I'm legal here or not, because I have only New Zealand driving license, not even Russian. So, but I think it will be cool.
We're getting closer to K2, but this is only the fuel and we're only in Kazakhstan.
In the way that we traveled and been stopped, and our plans had to change, and the route has to be changed, and people get tired and people get irritated with each other.
Дальше?
Дальше. Сколько километров дальше?
150.
150.
Да. Дальше 150.
Then you all of a sudden see, but wow, we're all just human beings trying to make it work.
150 kilometers of bad road.
and then дальше хорошо. I thought climbing up to 8,000 meters will be tiring, but trying to cross the border in between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan took the whole day today. We drove through the night over 1,100 kilometers. Then it took us over 14 hours to go from Kazakhstan to Uzbekistan to this restaurant.
I think now we are double happy. We appreciate food much more because we spent all day waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and we did not even know if we will be able to leave Kazakhstan today and enter the Uzbekistan today. Узбекистанский чай. Узбекистанский.
This is awesome.
Excellent. Очень хорошо.
People have always asked me what exploration has taught me. Today I can honestly say that exploration taught me a lot of patience. And I'm ready for the next lesson down the road.
Dark days came to change our life. Man and money, milk and honey, we could all decide, but we live for dreams and all that they
We're in Kyrgyzstan, and I brought some friends along to go with me. Okay, let's go. Wow, what an amazing place, huh? Such beautiful mountains rising out of this plateau. It's one of the most amazing views I've ever seen. Katie asks one thing from you. You need friends. You need not only to know your own capabilities, but the capabilities of the friends that actually climb with you.
We go to China side, and then Pakistan.
The speed limit is 80 km and we are already at double.
What I really like about working together with Köbi and Fred is the trust. That trust that can never be broken. We have one common goal, but to reach that common goal, we have to respect each other. Now we really stuck.
Een beetje in wasser, ja, geen probleem. We moeten daar een beetje proberen jetzt, oder?
Köbi and Fred, they like it. They think it's a joke, but I don't think it's a joke because we have to get to Pakistan.
That is crazy what we daar maken, ja.
Fred would give a strong opinion, Köbi will give a strong decision. And I'm the tourist in the group. I'm just there to kind of bond everybody together. In a way, we've become this triangle of friends that dream about the same thing.
Also diese Übungen da für den Qigong, die machen alles den Körper locker. Wenn du verkrampft bist, es geht nicht. Das ist im Bergsteigen dasselbe. Es muss alles schön locker gehen. He? Schön und diese Hüfte.
Kashgar, China!
Getrocknete Tafel.
Fish that swim without water.
Yeah, the street is Allez, hop, 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 hop.
Many people come to K2 and think that it's like Everest. It is a mountain that I would like to conquer, but you cannot conquer a mountain. The mountain allows you to go to the top. It's welcoming, but it can be very cold and a very dangerous spot to be at the wrong moment. But it's the human being that actually makes the mountain dangerous. You prepare yourself for the challenge. And you're willing to make certain sacrifices to get there, then you can start climbing. And that to me is a metaphor in life.
Nous, alors, si tu veux, notre idée, il y a deux voies un peu principales ici. C'est le pilier des arbres qu'on a fait l'année passée et la CZ. Et puis cette année, on a décidé de grimper sur la CZ.
We must go this point.
Yeah.
Voilà, and then come to here. The big stone. Das ist die Camp 2, ja, ein big stone hier. Ne? Und dann this reach up, reach und Camp 3 in der Schulter hier. Ja. Und this way, this is Chessen route. Aber route auf this side, ja. Up there is some bottleneck behind here, ja.
Alors nous, pour grimper le K2, notre objectif c'est de grimper en style alpin, c'est-à-dire sans support de Sherpa ou de grimper sans l'aide de corde fixe, de grimper, c'est-à-dire en style alpin, de grimper léger, autonome, rapide, d'aller le plus vite possible en haut en bas, du fait qu'on n'utilise pas l'oxygène, ce qui nous permet de... Sans oxygène, on ne peut pas rester trop longtemps en haut, autrement on passe de l'autre côté.
Nearly Camp 1, hein?
Et justement, pour pouvoir grimper ça, tu es obligé d'avoir un long temps d'acclimatation. Alors tu es obligé de rester déjà peut-être 4-5 jours au camp de base. Après, tu fais une première montée au camp 1, tu redescends. Le lendemain, Tu es censé monter au camp 1 et là on dort au camp 1.
Nou, hier Camp 1, hè. Mit Chocolisa und Krokodilfleisch.
Ja, es ist langsam.
Und das Beste ist noch die Fred, was you eat there? Ai. Ali, a mango, or what is this?
We are quite comfortable. It's 4 o'clock. The sun's still out, but we're going to have a sleep of more or less, I think, 12 hours now, no?
Yeah, good, huh?
Taking the shoes off, and then sitting on our mattress. A la vache. And at this stage we don't have to close the tent because it's too warm.
Après, malheureusement, pour pouvoir aller vraiment haut, parce que K2 c'est pas 8000, c'est 8006, c'est une énorme différence entre 8000 et les derniers 600 mètres, c'est vraiment le gros du morceau. Et pour pouvoir monter là, il nous faut vraiment qu'on soit super bien acclimaté. Alors on est obligé de faire plusieurs fois des phases, monter, descendre, monter au camp 3. On va devoir passer une nuit minimum à 7500 mètres. Cette nuit va nous permettre de nous fabriquer un maximum de globules et pour pouvoir monter au sommet.
So tomorrow we're going to go to Camp 3 and try to get up to 7,500 meters. We arrived here in the heat of the day at about 1 o'clock, and now we've had a couple of farmers, or only one farmer. That's what we're eating tonight. And we had we boiled some water and we had a cup of coffee and a little bit of soup.
Yes, and that's it.
And that's it.
Look, my dinner. You know, I dream about what? A big hamburger and a lot of mayonnaise and ketchup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you pommes frites. Oh, well.
That's life.
That's life in the K2 lane. But let's just be a little bit patient and see what happens tomorrow evening, and then we'll get down this mountain very quickly and then go and have chapatis.
Yes, I love chapatis. Chapatis and rice.
Chapatis and rice and dal.
Yeah, and dal. I will finish like this.
Yeah.
1 month here.
Impressive impact and power of nature that I've seen on this whole trip was when half a mountain slid down and created this massive lake. It covered the road and people were stuck on the other side, so they had to invent in 2 seconds a different way of transport. So we arrived with our cars and we see these little wooden boats with pieces of wood put across them, and we asked, where's the ferry? And there's no ferry.
And I saw Mike going in the, maybe the plank is almost the size of the wheels. Driving like on the boat. And I was thinking, where is the boat for me? And they say, you have to go to the same boat. I was thinking, hey, how you can put 2 cars in a small boat like this? Slowly! Tip top!
It is amazing how these guys actually just did it from one day to the other. Life continued. Thousands of houses were underneath the water. Whatever they had was no longer there and taken away from them. And they're happy, smiling, and still living life like nothing happened.
Only in Pakistan, 500 captains. If it had to be done in Europe, it will take about 15 years to work out a system, but yeah, they work it out in 5 minutes.
Come on, slowly, it's okay. Okay. Come on, let's go. Slowly. Okay, go.
We are on the way to Skardu, maybe still 100 kilometers to go there. The road is worse and worse. Careful, bumpy.
But you know, no, the problem. No, car, my car.
Oh, no, another car also coming.
Yeah.
The problem?
But the problem it was in my car, it's not the four wheels working. The four wheels were not working.
Now we're going to do it!
Hello everybody, my name is Khalil. I'm a cook from Swiss Expedition, Mr. Mike Horn in K2 Base Camp. Our team is love chapati, so today I make them. How is they make chapati? I show them.
Khalil!
You're welcome, sir. Today I give the chapati lesson.
Oh yes, because each time I go home, I tell my daughters I eat very good chapati, and then say make chapati. So I say I don't know how.
So welcome, sir. Here, your hand is very clean. Very important to clean your hand.
Okay.
You need one prat like this. Clean up. Very important. Then you need flour. Then you need salt. Then you need
water. Hot water.
But it's just mixing.
Ja, ich mache zu Hause auch manchmal. Linsentorte gemacht zu Hause.
Ja, das ist nicht Linsentorte, das ist Chapati.
Ja, aber jetzt gibt es 1, 2, 3. Ja.
We have one dough ready. Mr. Mike, you keep this one. And Mr. Fred, you keep this one. Mr. Köbi, you keep this one.
Thank you. Not too much.
No, don't worry. Not bad, no? It's becoming smaller, not bigger. Khalil, what's next?
Ali Ahmad Paya!
Careful! Oh, you better bring water.
Khalil, how do we cook this chapati?
Okay, sir. Now you put the pan up there, the chapati. Oh,
That chapati is completely destroyed.
No. Das ist normal. Der Gletscher hat was so krass.
Oh, nice and brown. Okay,
Das ist tip-top.
now we have to give a little bit of the chapati to Khalil to taste, and he will decide who has the best chapati. Okay, Khalil?
the next one. But I think these two is very best.
Khalil, you go on the wood again.
Yes. How is make the chapatis?
If I run into the wall, would I stand up to the fight? Would I live inside the moment, or would I pay the price? Will I fall, or will I fly?
Ein großes Chaos, aber das ist Leben und das ist so, wie die Leute hier sind. He? Wir sind happy mit diesen Leuten hier, ja, muss ich sagen, aber es ist nicht überall so gefährlich, wie man das hört, oder?
This is where one of the high altitude porters come from, according to Fred. He's called Ali, and he saved a lot of people up on K2 already. He lives here somewhere, and they said yes, so he's got to find Ali. How you doing? I come and visit you. I know him long time ago.
Good. Happy?
Yes. Everything okay?
In this village is local porters. They carry the load from Ascoli to the K2 base camp. Quite heavy loads, 35 kg, 25 personal material from the Swiss expeditions, and maybe 50 kg from the sleeping bag and the food they have to eat from all the way. I think they are tough guys. It's the most important people to do expedition.
In our site, we choose one woman. Yeah. We married this woman, and we are in my life. She life is together whole life. Yeah. In Europe, this is little bad things. You know, you are change every time, This is myself.
Yeah. But Fred never changed.
No.
Me, I never changed. Yeah. Dima changed 6 times already. Yeah. And Köbi never changed. Never changed. No.
We've been to Pakistan about 5 times, and each time we cross Ali on the mountain. He's a HAP, a high altitude porter. And in 2013, when we decided to turn back at Camp 2, it was with Ali that we decided to turn back.
After we are base camp, then after one day, there are avalanche problem.
We thought that the mountain wasn't ready to be climbed, and that's when the whole expedition moved down the mountain and nobody summited.
I'm lucky, and thanks for you, and Mike and my friends. We are safe this time. Yeah.
Ah, les moutons, c'est toujours bien.
Oh, mouton!
Oh, yo!
You like sugar, sir?
No. No salt. No.
Just like that. Just
Milk.
Just milk.
Yeah, milk.
Original Pinayan, sir.
Big boss. First, big boss. And if he's still in life, we drink.
Yeah.
If he die, we don't drink. We look this face in first. Try. Because he have a stomach like an African stomach, you know.
Oh, this is good. This is very good.
Yeah. It looks very good. Like a home. Yes.
Roshi. Ça c'est bon. Purée.
We've decided to walk up the mountains a little bit, to get a little bit of altitude first of all, and to get the legs going. We're sitting in this alpage. It's completely just made out of stone and rock, drinking warm cow milk. It's quite cold, but this is really the most amazing moment of the trip so far. Just gaining altitude, and the simplicity of the whole situation was wonderful.
Many times without wife here, sir.
Oh, many times.
Getting crazy.
Now 25 days without wife here.
25 days, no wife here.
No wife.
Köbi is a person that I appreciate simply because his knowledge and what he has done in life prior to meeting him put him in a different category.
Köbi, c'est un caractère très spécial. Je suis encore impressionné parce que quel âge il a maintenant, 55 ans, comme ça. Mais c'est une machine. Ce mec en altitude, c'est vraiment super fort. Il est très impressionnant.
Wenn ich und Papa Freizeit haben, dann sind wir am Klettern, Laufen und beim Rudern. Für uns beide ist einfach, wir müssen einfach weg. Wir können jetzt zu Hause immer sitzen bleiben und ausruhen, das geht bei uns nicht.
If you take action as a criteria to trust somebody, then you base yourself on a solid foundation. And that's what Köbi has. His action is so solid that everybody trusts that foundation.
Ja, jetzt muss Wind kommen, dass alles Schnee weg.
Also mein Papa erzählt mir immer, dass es auf den Bergen sehr viel Vertrauen braucht. Zum Beispiel, wenn man an einem Seil ist, dass man vertraut, dass der, wenn ich rutsche, dass der mich auch wirklich hält. Ich und Papa sind meistens am Seil, da geht er voraus. Ich könnte ihn nicht halten, aber er hält mich.
Pour moi, j'ai un énorme respect. Tu vois, c'est un vieux guide, un Himalayas qui a fait énormément de trucs en Himalayas. J'ai un respect pour ce qu'il a fait et tout ça. Et je l'écoute.
Also wenn Papa auf Expedition ist, dann ist das meistens für mich am Anfang so ein bisschen Sorgen, aber ich weiß, er kommt immer wieder. Weil mit denen, wo er auf Expedition geht, sind meistens alles Familienväter und er sagt, er geht kein Risiko ein. Also bin ich mir da schon ziemlich sicher.
Ja, wann hat das angefangen? Ja, vor 2 Tagen, oder? Heute ist der 3. He? Ja, wie sie am akklimatisieren, oder? Und jetzt habe ich vor 2 Tagen die Zahn da. Hure Scheissdreck, sage ich dir. Das ist eine, ich weiß nicht, ich war beim Doktor, oder? Der hat gegeben Antibiotik. Ich esse Antibiotika.
So looking in behind the tooth, I can see an area of abscess, but the fact that you have some tenderness on that tooth makes me think that you might have a problem from an old root canal. And if you continue to have pain like this, then I think maybe the chances for the summit are 50-50, maybe. But we'll give you some pills to get you by.
Jetzt heute, ich gehe nicht mit Mike und Fred hoch, weil die zweite Nacht war viel schlimmer als die erste. Nichts geschlafen. Das ist im Knochen inne, das geht bis hier hoch und hier unten.
One every day. With the altitude, yes, and the pressure changes, but also the nutrition is such that you're more prone to dental infections.
Ich kann nicht anders als diese Scheiße fressen, oder diese Antibiotika, und jetzt ich muss probieren morgen, weil es ist noch nicht alles weg, aber ich muss probieren morgen, ja. Ja, ich habe nichts geschlafen. Nichts. Das war viel schlimmer als die erste Nacht. Das geht nicht.
Frustrations you'll always have in life. If you think for 1 second that you're so important that everything must go exactly according to plan, then you're making one of the biggest mistakes in life.
We've been stuck in Skardu, Pakistan, for over 12 days now, waiting for our permit to come. Nobody can give us any information.
The big problem is that the other expeditions that do climb with oxygen, they do not need as much time as base camp as we do. And that's why it's important for us to leave early. We've missed the first weather window because we will now only be able to do the summit push towards the end of July. And towards the end of July will be our last chance to climb. And this is getting to a stage that it's putting our whole expedition on the balance. And all we're waiting for is one guy signing a piece of paper.
Hat beschrieben, Geduld, very important. Maybe other day.
To reach Camp 3, we need time.
Yes, sure.
And after sleeping in Camp 3, we need 2-3 days rest. It's too impossible. There's not enough time. But we need a fucking chance. We need to have one good weather. If is a good window, 14, 17, 16.
Only for acclimatization.
Yes.
Sure. We have a chance end of July.
Yes, but end of July is only 4 weeks because we arrive here. After it's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Only have one chance end of July. Aber wir müssen das Positive sehen. Ganz sicher der Berg, ja, also positiv. Das ist manchmal schwierig, positiv denken.
What's the positive?
Wir sind alle noch zusammen, ja. No, c'est
impossible.
Du brauchst genug Zeit zum Ankleiden.
C'est impossible. You have to be a realist.
Ja, für Rüdi. Machst du Rüdi, ja, da Rüdi ist der Bankalups.
Ouais.
Zu schnell, hein?
Ouais, il est mort. Il peut pas non plus. Il faut être réaliste, à mon avis.
I know Fred since 18, 19 years old, and straight away I could see something very special in him. I was a teacher, teaching mountain guides in Switzerland how to do canyoning. And straight away I saw somebody that was really passionate and interested about life.
Fred, c'est pas quelqu'un qu'on peut enfermer à la maison. Si je lui dis non pour une expé, il sera malheureux à la maison. Il sera à la maison mais malheureux. Donc il part, c'est son rêve. Tout le monde doit accomplir ses rêves. Et puis quand il rentre, il est bien, il est content, et puis on partage ça en famille.
He has his moods, like we all have, but before he climbs, he sorts out his problems, and then he climbs with freedom. And that's what makes him a very special person.
On est où?
Sur K2, 7400 mètres d'altitude.
Partir avec les garçons, ça c'est autre chose. Là, j'aurais beaucoup plus de peine. Les enfants sont pour le moment très jeunes, hein. Le plus grand a que 11 ans. Je les imagine pas du tout là-dedans. Et pour le moment, ils en parlent pas.
Est-ce que vous aimez venir grimper avec papa de temps en temps?
Oui.
Ouais.
Parce que c'est bien la grimpe. C'est un beau sport.
C'est le meilleur sport?
Un des meilleurs sports.
Je sais que pour ses enfants et pour moi, il ne va pas prendre des risques inutiles. Peut-être quelqu'un qui n'a pas d'enfant ou pas de famille, il va plus tenter le tout pour le tout. Fred, j'ai confiance, je sais qu'il est assez raisonnable.
He trusts his knowledge and he's a lovely person to live with.
Fred, il est drôle, il est cool. Il m'apporte beaucoup de fun dans ma vie. Moi, je suis très stricte et très carrée, donc je pense qu'on se complète les deux.
You need somebody like that. We all need to be people like that.
So
and Fred, do you like driving off-road?
Of course. It was funny to drive a little bit on the water. When you follow Mike and you see the car, it's going.
So Fred coming up, the car straight.
Stuck. Back. Back.
Nou, das ist fast 3 Tonnen. Jetzt müssen wir das dann frei machen. He? Wir haben ganz gute Schaufel, da wie?
Salut, ça va?
Ça va bien toi?
In daily life, it's all about ourselves. It's all about who you are. It's all about what car you drive. It's all about what house you live in. But yeah, that doesn't matter. Change is something that makes people afraid simply because it means I have to go into the unknown. The unknown adds spice to life.
C'est quand tu participes, tu fais quelque chose ensemble, sur des moments comme sur un 8000 ou sur n'importe quoi en fait, mais des moments où tu souffres ensemble. On dort mal ensemble, on mange mal ensemble, on a mal à la tête ensemble. La journée, on a soif ensemble. Et ça te lie des liens que je pense que c'est des liens spéciaux si tu veux, parce qu'on a des souvenirs de souffrance ensemble. Et tous ces liens, ces moments, ça te lie. Je pense que tu viens ami dans la souffrance, quoi. Et ça, c'est vraiment quelque chose de fort.
Without friendship, without teamwork, without the ability to laugh and cry together, without the ability to help each other, you could never do it. It's impossible. It's just too much.
So we in between Camp 2 and Camp 3 now. We passed the most technical part, but fresh snow has covered our previous tracks. And the only thing we have to do now is to push on slowly, and then we will eventually make it to Camp 3, where we will set up a tent. And tonight we would like to sleep at 7,100 and tomorrow push to 7,500. Then we're ready for the summit push.
Mike? Camp 3, hè? Ja. Das ist viel Schnee, gell? Ja. Aber ist gut, hä?
Aber von hier kein Problem.
Ja. Ja.
This is Camp 3. Tomorrow we'll move on to 7,500 meters. Inshallah.
Inshallah, yes, no, of course we do.
And then from there we will make a U-turn and go straight down to base camp.
Mike is een mens
Den musst du einfach kennenlernen, sonst hast du etwas verpasst im Leben.
Mike, pour moi, c'est un mec super fort dans sa tête. Toujours positif, qui va toujours de l'avant.
He's the serious man.
Der ist im Nordpol, Arktis, überall. Die Erfahrung, die musst du einfach haben, für auch grosse Berge zu besteigen. Du kannst nur lernen von dem.
He wants to share every single bit of this passion with us. Oops. It definitely brings you a lot closer and gets us to understand him a lot more.
This was an opportunity for them to bond with me. To be able to understand how I think, to be able to understand why would I want to go to the top of K2.
C'est mon anniversaire!
Ouais, en plus! Ouais. Happy birthday to you!
Happy birthday to you!
And Köbi
Happy birthday
gives me a Bipperli.
to you!
Hier, mate. Mike, ja. Himmeltonde. Das zweite Mal auf 7000 Meter, hä?
Ja, zweite Mal um 7000.
Aber ich glaube, wir machen da unter ein Fest, hä?
Ja.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mike. Happy birthday to you.
With jelly and everything. Now, taste.
A speech.
Ja.
Thank you,
welcome,
everybody, for being here.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is my last birthday on K2. Inshallah, we can summit.
Yeah, inshallah.
And then we can go to Broad Peak, no?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Nanga Parbat.
Nanga Parbat.
Nanga Parbat. For Fred first?
Yeah.
And then Nanga Parbat, no?
Yeah.
Ali Ahmad, you coming with? Just like that. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot. So what we actually have here is all the equipment that will take up to base camp. We need the meat, so Fred bought a lot of dried meat. They're lovely pieces, look at them.
Ja, da ist jetzt das Material drin, oder? Für die Bergsteigerei und Basislager. Und Maximum ist 25 Kilo. Und 20 Kilo und 25 ist gut für die Transporters. Bis Basecamp. Das ist kontrolliert. So.
Tomorrow we'll be leaving for the trekking, and it's quite long day, and I want to buy just some maybe 2 pieces of chocolate for the walk.
Which one is the best one?
Sulfur, yes.
They use sulfur, this one natural.
Natural, yes.
Ja, wir kennen diese Stadt, das Karakoram. 15 Tage hier, oder kennst du die Stadt, ja?
Smell to this piece.
This is the number 1 smell.
2 pieces, okay? See? Okay. Any more?
How's your cherries?
Cherries, 200 rupees. Kilo.
200 rupees a kilo?
Kilo.
Oh, too much.
The what got
But you start paying fine.
Oh no, but why Pakistan not make better roads?
No.
Huh?
Pakistan.
Look, Pakistan.
Yeah.
No?
No. What Pakistan road?
Pakistan.
Bad. Why?
Crampons, I've got the shoes for you, I've got the ice axes for you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're back again. Look at us. Ready for hiking up to base camp?
At long last, Fred will tell you what's happened. It's one of his happiest days in the last 16 days. Because today, as you can see behind us, we're actually going to go up to Ascoli.
Yes, I hope, inshallah. You're never sure until we are there, you know, here in Pakistan.
This is the team. This is the team. And Dima and Niels, our cameraman, we are obviously behind the camera.
We're ready for lots of arduous walking up a hill, which is going to be very interesting, I can assure you.
This is not the G-class because the road has actually been blocked. Now we have to take the cars halfway, unload them, carry all the equipment to the other side of the road where the road has been blocked, and then load them in other Jeeps. So this is where the G-class stops. And these guys only do a shuttle there and back, there and back, there and back. Let's try and see if they will get us there safely.
My name is Tony Buckingham and I'm from England, and the reason I'm here is because of Mike Horn.
Sometimes you can take people away from the life that they live in and open up another life so that they can find answers that they can apply in the way they live daily.
That's why I'm sitting here at the base camp of K2, looking at possibly one of the most awe-inspiring sights I've ever seen.
For me to be able to share what we've done with Tony was a privilege. I think the Baltoro teaches all of us different lessons. To have a friend like Tony that said, listen Mike, if this is a dream, this can be a dream for me to be able to get to the base camp of Baltoro as well. We started sharing this dream.
He said, we're going to K2 together. I said, you've got to be joking. You're a madman. I said, first of all, I don't climb. Secondly, I'm frightened of heights. And thirdly, no. He said to me, you know, Tony, he said, it's going to be completely flat. he said, it's like a walk in the park. He said, you don't have to worry about anything. He said, really easy. See, if anyone calls that flat. And of course, like an idiot, I believed him. What the fuck am I doing here? How much more of this have I got to walk over? Jesus Christ, the terrain is just so lethal. Is there a quick way out of here? And you realise, no, there's no quick way out of here. So you've got to put your head down and you've got to keep going. Not easy going. It's really something else. You're starting to feel the altitude slightly, but fantastic scenery. But it was hard. It's hard. It's not for the faint-hearted.
These guys are unbelievable. Carry the weight up here. Not for one day, for 7 days. We're very fortunate. Very lucky.
can't really see the glacier, so it's covered with gravel and massive rocks. You can easily lose the way as well.
This year we see route 100% is changing. This year very difficult way. Glacier is up, down, up, down. I'm every year coming this way, but I don't know where is the way now. Wow, completely changed.
But if you just follow the donkeys and the horses, you'll always find the camp because they know where they can get water and food. This is the most important man of everybody. He's called the Sirdar. And the Sirdar
Ali
is the person responsible to distribute the loads, distribute the food of everybody around here. He goes all the way up to base camp with us. So this guy, you have to be his best friend. Otherwise, when he goes on strike, you're stuck.
Huh? Yeah.
Fucking glacier. I hate the bastard place.
Eat something nice. We'll rest a little bit, then we can attack again. Only 2 more hours and then we've arrived at camp for night.
Thank God.
What's very important to understand is that nothing goes to waste. We might be for animals or against killing animals to feed human beings, but without animals these people cannot live. And if they have to carry vegetables up here, it would be rotten in 2 days in the sun. So the only way they can actually feed themselves is by actually making the animals walk with them. They've slaughtered 2 goats, and as we're going up the glacier, they'll have a hard time to find food. So the porters will have their last real big meal, divide all the meat in between about 100 porters that's left. They'll come together, and each one takes his portion, heads off, makes his little fire, and cooks his last real meal. From here on, it will only be chapati for them.
They invite me to eat some chapati, but I think I don't want to eat because they have only that, you know. And me, I have a big dinner over there. I don't want to take the food from them, you know. Because these guys, they are very strong. They walk hour and hour with only a few chapati in the stomach. It's amazing.
Paltoro chapati. Paltoro chapati. That's the best.
You've really got to get outside your comfort zone. You've really got to feel uncomfortable occasionally to appreciate what it's like to be alive.
So we just arrived at Concordia, an iconic spot where you can see the mighty K2. It's taken us 5 days to walk up here. We've had very, very good porters that actually helped us to get here much quicker than what we expected to get here. Now from here we have to head across the glacier and then we'll follow the moraine all the way up to the K2 base camp.
Just look around. Unbelievable.
Base camp's on a moraine, so the moraine goes up and down. To put our tents, we have to level the moraine a little bit and put the finer gravel right over the bigger rocks so that we can sleep more or less flat. This is going to be interesting meeting. We are finding the source of the weather.
Green is the cloud. Yeah. But you see this light grey or light green? This is the high overcast that we're getting now. And this 26, when you see uplifting like that, I'm sure we have thunder and lightning or storm here.
We're not going to wait until August. Our only little gap is basically now.
Wind 5 knots.
Jesus, it's almost perfect weather.
Fred, what time do you want to start?
Midnight, 2 o'clock, something like this.
2 o'clock, yeah, okay.
2 o'clock, but now is warm, yeah?
Yes.
After 2 o'clock, no fell down stones, yeah.
Usually we arrive between 10 and midday, 12, okay, and 12, okay? We can rest all day and we can start again at midnight to Camp 4.
Yes.
Okay, I think we're gonna spend another 6 hours to reach the shoulder.
Oh, maybe should this is snow in the snow.
Yeah, or 10 hours.
Yeah.
Worst case, 10 hours. 10 hours. We're gonna reach Camp 4 shoulder at 10 a.m. again, and we can start again at 10 p.m. that day, on the same day.
I think that's a very good idea.
Okay. Yes. That is a schedule. We're gonna be on the summit around 11 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, 25.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be the best day, totally clear, with no precipitation and the best temperature. Okay.
So 25. Yeah?
If we see the cloud coming over Chocolisa, coming in quickly, we just go back.
We go and every day we look what's happening. We go, and if this is not possible, we go down.
Yes.
That's it, finish.
That's it.
The earlier we get to the summit, the more time we have to get back to Camp 3 in bad weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
This mountain will, from the bottom to the top, that will take maybe 2 days to climb and 1 day to get down, is like a lifeline. And if you get to a moment that you doubt, then you're doing something wrong.
Pour monter à 8600 mètres sans oxygène, il faut vraiment être au top. Il faut un jour où tu es en pleine forme. Il faut un jour où il n'y a pas trop de vent. Il faut un jour où la température n'est pas trop froide. Il faut un jour où il fait grand beau. Il faut un jour où tu sens une grande forme physique. Ton corps, à une certaine altitude, il est tellement en manque d'oxygène qu'il est à la limite de la survie. Alors il faut vraiment que tu sois, si tu rajoutes ce facteur stress et peur et plein d'autres facteurs autour, c'est chaque fois un petit truc qui t'empile dessus et ça risque de te faire basculer du mauvais côté.
Angst ist nicht gut. Respekt habe ich von jedem Berg. Angst, das lähmt. Angst, da mache ich nicht das Richtige. Ganz klar, oder? Respekt musst du immer haben von der Welt. Ja, ganz klar.
K2 gives you a very small weather window to climb. If you're not 100% ready as well, then the mountain's going to kill you.
Ou alors si tu penses aux statistiques par rapport aux morts sur une montagne comme un K2, ben, tu restes à la maison. Tu viens pas, mais je pense que quand tu viens grimper, tu penses pas du tout à la mort.
Der Gipfel ist nicht erreicht, wenn du oben bist, bist du noch nicht. Du musst absteigen noch. Also, ein ganz wichtiger Punkt ist, dass wir wirklich alle drei heil zurückkommen. Ja. Das ist ganz wichtig. Ich habe das Gefühl, wir sind alle erwachsen Menschen, aber ein bisschen so Kinderträume, Kinderkopf musst du gleich auch noch haben. Weil man muss sich zurückerinnern als Kind, oder? Oh, da gehen wir, oder dort, oder machen wir das. Das braucht zum Bergsteigen auch, oder?
Ali, you want to go back to Nepal? Hein?
La détermination, je pense que c'est le truc le plus important pour grimper un sommet comme ça, parce que c'est pas facile. Tu dois oublier la souffrance, tu dois vraiment pousser aux limites de tes capacités physiques. On n'est quand même pas débile. Je fais pas les risques, je les calcule au maximum de mes capacités. Après, je vais pas prendre énormément, je vais pas non plus. Si je me sens, par exemple, le jour du sommet, si je me sens pas bien, je vais pas forcer non plus. Enfin, je sais que si je vais forcer, il y a de fortes chances que j'y reste. Alors après, c'est tout un processus, tu vois.
If the mountain doesn't allow me to climb, I'm not going to take one risk to get to the summit, because my life today has a different meaning. Maybe you lose your wife like I lost my wife, but you've got two beautiful daughters next to it that will enrich your life as much.
So Köbi, big gloves you have?
Yes, small
gloves. Gas?
Gas, one, yeah.
Water bottle?
Water, two bottles.
The conditions are good. It's warm.
Don't have to carry something you don't drink.
No snow. And we have a very good chance of getting up to 8,000 meters.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye. Before all big travels you have to sit a little bit and think. And I like to sit and think a bit, and then when I start thinking I go.
Step by step, huh? So,
Everything boils down to making the first step, and this is just what's happening. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock and the summit's up there, but if you don't leave base camp, you'll never get to the top.
Base camp, Camp 3, how you feel? Mike's up.
No, I think we all worked well.
Yeah.
And now pitch a tent, eat, sleep, and go.
The conditions has changed a bit, no?
For me, too much snow.
In the mountain, yeah?
Yes, the whole mountain is snow. Heavy snow, yes.
Heavy snow, yeah.
Yeah. That is realiteit, other.
Yeah, if we strong enough, then make possible, yeah?
Yeah, shoulder is not summit.
A shoulder is no summit.
I don't know. Me, yesterday I was very tired. And I don't know if I have the power to make the tracks over there. And if I have the power, after, I don't know, the next day, to go to the top. I think the chance is quite small. Can't say more.
Thick snow, strong winds made us turn around. Unfortunately, it didn't work out like we wanted it to work out. But we're all alive. We can all try again. This year K2 didn't open its doors and windows for us to get through. But such is life. If you don't try, you'll never know.
How can you discover new land if you never leave home? To learn, you have to step out of your comfort zone.
Hold on to what you found.
Keep going.
Days that are searing.
This way.
My head is spinning.
Now we really start.
Een beetje in water, ja? Geen probleem.
Yes, the wolves are out.
Köbi is trying to dive into the water without going too deep because he says there's rocks underneath there. So he wants to go flach.
Ich bin nicht so wie Mike oder Mike ist eine Wasserratte. Ich muss ein bisschen schauen und so langsam, ja. Man muss an ein Kamel denken, hä? Ja, Bronzenband. Oh shit. Ja.